My name is George S. Watson. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm from a family of 10 children, and it was a very loving and nurturing family. I used to work for my grandparents when I was younger in their stores. They had stores, and all of us took a turn working in the stores and making a little bit of change for ourselves as young folk. We all completed high school. Some of us were fortunate enough to go to the upper level of school, and I was one of those ones. And life at home was pretty good. I had left Pittsburgh, and it was a trip to Toronto, actually. And I stopped in Erie the first time, and I went back home, and we went out again to Toronto, and I stopped in Erie, and went home again, and I come back to Erie the third time. And I was with a friend of mine's, and it got a bit trying, with the friend. So, I just struck out on my own. I found employment. During this stretch, I worked, and unfortunately, I got laid off. I didn't have enough time in to really collect unemployment, and that's where the plight of homelessness began. I looked for employment again, and it was pretty hard trying to find another job. But I was fortunate enough to, come across a company, and I got rehired again. This time I worked a little longer, and as it always happens, I was laid off again. And I was able to collect a little unemployment this time around, but the unemployment ran out. And fortunately enough for myself, I did secure a place to live. But as the time goes by and the money gets shorter, the landlords work with you, and eventually, as much as they hate to have you leave, you have to leave when you can't pay your rent. And that caused me to be on the street. This was the second time for me being on the street in Erie. My life right now is rather enjoyable. I'm not on the streets any longer. I'm a staff member at the upper room now, and it's amazing how you go in the upper room and you may be homeless, and you're a patron of the upper room, and then you get an opportunity to turn it around and be able to help those that are homeless. And your esteem is 100% because you understand what these folks are going through because you've went through it. And it brings out the caring and the compassion a whole lot better when you understand how they feel. And it makes the effort worthwhile.